chain driven Razor Mx650 to belt drive today. Bryan over at BeltsNShit. Thank you, man, for all the support. I really appreciate it. Got this super quick, so let's go ahead and unbox or unpackage and see what we got. Got ourselves a nice little carrot. Oh, do I even need the knife? We'll just use it right there. Hey, safety first. All right, first impressions. See what we got. What? Some newspapers? Sick. Here is our freewheel delete. I like it. Private music lessons. Sick. We got in here. Oh, I think this is the tool. Yep, freewheel delete tool. Nice. I was wondering about this. My man. Oh, and hardware. Well, definitely not what I thought it was. I thought it was the tension tool, but we are gonna eyeball that. Nice custom belt here. Had to get, I guess we had to get one made, custom length for mine. Is this the tool? Oh, wait. Sick. All right, cool. I was worried that if I had to place an order last minute for one of these. No more eyeballing. This part's gonna be cool. I opted to go for the aluminum one. My gear ratio is gonna change a little bit, but I figured if I take a dump, sick. Some BeltsNShit stickers, my man. Thank you, Bryan. I figured if I were gonna take a dump, I'd rather have aluminum so I don't break anything on the plastic one. Even though the plastic one you could custom make to whatever ratio I wanted, but I like hard parts. Oh, that is nice. It's fancy. It's a lot thinner in person. Online, man, it looks like it's double the size, so I was kind of worried about clearance. Nice little red guy. Thought these were gonna be powder coated, but it's all good. Just a clear guy. Fancy. What size are we gonna need for this bad boy? Oh, like a glove. All right, so I got a 24 for the tool. I got 15 and a 19 for my axle. Breaker bar, 10 mil ratchet. Let's go ahead and get the bike on the stand. Yeah. Well, that ain't gonna work, boys. Should I just kickflip this thing? Yeah. Alright, now let's try it again. Oh, like a glove. Go forward. We're deleting this today. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Boom. I'm gonna get gloves on. Axle out. Finagle action. Forward. There goes your spacers. Boom. Rear tire is out. Let's take it to the bench. So first things first, we're gonna put this, or attempt to delete this freewheel. Now this is a 420 pitbike sprocket I picked up on Amazon, and all I did was take this factory Razor sprocket, put it on over top, mark out where my holes need to be, and I used a drill press to make my own holes. So let's go ahead and get this off. Driver number 5, 10 mil, just hold the bolt in the back. 3, 4, impact 24. Stick this bad boy on there. There we go. There's a bitch. All right. Save that for a future build. Gonna grab this bad boy. I have to get rid of some of that paint in there. Bing. And I might as well grab this now. Hold the front pulley. I got the fan on now. It's starting to get a little hot in here, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Oh, that's fucking, what the fuck? Well, that's new. Okay. I'm gonna shove you back in there. And then we're just gonna fucking push you back in there. Gonna lightly hammer that bad boy back in. Grab a socket, it's the right diameter. Yeah, I like that. That way it's hitting on the outside. Stick you back in there like so. Socket over the metal. Oh, like a glove. ghost in the shop, huh? Alright, so we are the same both, so I'm gonna hide the lettering. A little bit of blue Loctite. Alright, lettering down. Screw that bad boy on there. You just don't want to start torquing them right off the bat, because then this thing's going on all sideways. Oh, I like the glove. Gucci and the coochie. It's gonna be the fun one. I'm gonna just loosen my motor bolts, pivot it up, and swap the pulley on. So let me go ahead and get that sorted, and then I'll cut you guys back in. Oh, gives me enough room to slide that out. I'm gonna stick this bolt back in for now, just to hold her in place. Make sure I don't cross thread it. It's got a round side and a flat side. So the round side is gonna go towards the motor. Flat side is gonna go out away from the motor. The easiest way I found is sticking it onto the motor first. Just like that. Tilt this up and away, right back on. At this point, go ahead and throw the spacer back in. Ah, you bitch. Sketchy, sketchy. And fresh Loctite in there too, because that's the worst thing you'd want to vibrate out. 17 again. This is where you're going to need to use either the belt. You can wrap it around, hold it tight, and tighten it down, or you can use a fancy little tool for that, which is literally the exact same thing of using that belt, but I like using this thing if I can even get it in there still. So we're going to use the belt, slide that in there like so, hold it like that, use the 17. Give it a couple ugga-duggas. I'm gonna call that good. Now that the belt's back in, you can put the rear motor mounts, or the pulley I should say, back in. Start with the other side because I've got it resting on it. Slide your spacer in, put your bolt through, lift the motor up a hair, and tighten just like that. We're gonna leave it loose because we're gonna have to shimmy shammy this motor to level it. So we'll see where it ends up at. If you're wondering where this sick ass swing arm came from, we weld them in-house. We may offer them soon on the website, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm not the best welder, so definitely gonna outsource for that. All right, we're in there like swimwear, and literally all we gotta do is put the rear wheel back on, level it out, put the axle, and see where we end up at. Wheel on, so we're gonna roll it forward, kind of fish the belt around, just like so. Make sure it's on there straight. Oh, I'm a Riri to make sure when I'm running this motor mount that I have my belt over it, like so. Slide it forward, fish the belt around the sprocket, and then we can go ahead and lift it up into place. And we gotta go into the caliper, like so. Let's get that somewhat started in there. Spacer, fish it into that caliper. In there like swimwear. Comes out the other side. I'm gonna fish that into there. Don't worry about the belt slipping, because with especially if you have adjustable chain tensioners, you can fix that here in a minute. Slide that back up and through. Bada bing, bada boom. Slide the belt on, just like so. Bada bing. Now we're gonna have to do our tension, but I gotta make sure that we are straight. So it is kind of lopsided, but I say we tighten her up, and then we'll move the motor around and kind of get everything situated. Chain's looking a lot better now, or belt positioning, so we just got to do our tension now. Do our belt tension. So we need our fancy little clicker tool. Loosen your lock nut. Loosen our lock nut on this side. And once you get this side loosened and that side, we'll be adjusting from here. I do need to loosen this guy. 8. Oh no. Just like that. Give yourself some slack, you can kind of pull it back. You can see the belt is getting tension. So once I get it to that point, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these bad boys up. And then I'll fine tune with these adjusters from here. This just saves me time from having to manually screw them all the way in, or screw them in the pull back, and you could just pull back the slack yourself and then get to this point. It is important once you get to this point and you get them snugged up that you do, if you do one turn on this side, do another turn on that side just to keep the wheel straight. We're going to straighten out the wheel here in a minute. So once this gets snug, I'm going to pull the wheel to the left. That wheel looks pretty straight. We're going to take this tool and you just stick it on the belt and slowly pull up. Once it clicks, we're going to take a look at 55 pounds, right at 30. So we're going to keep it at 30. My tensioners, lock them down, bing, boom. These are just the lock nuts, they're not the adjusters. I'm just getting kind of snug. Give her a spin. I don't see the belt walking, so that's a good sign. Tighten up this guy. This just holds my plate that slides back, that holds the pit bike back. This just holds the bracket that slides with the axle, that holds the brake in place with the wheel. Now we're going to tighten up the axle. So what I'm looking for is to see if the belt's walking, either away from the pulley or towards the pulley. I don't see it walking, which is a good sign. Yep, right at 30, 55, golden. Specialty tool, right there, out of the way. Sprocket right there. Clean workspace, clean mind. So let's check, make sure the belt's not walking. And it looks like we're good. So last thing I gotta do, put on a counter pin for my Axio. Slider, boom. Grab a flathead. Right, one side, without stabbing myself. Needle noses, grab and bend up. Grab the other end, bend up, and just loop it around. Boom, little octopus. Going nowhere. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how quiet it is. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Sick. Mission complete. So yeah, we'll be offering this as a service if you're in the Glendale area. We can get you on a belt kit and whatever specs you want. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks again, Bryan, for the dope ass kit. Looks pretty good on there. I would do a test ride, but it is storming out right now. So I will do a full ride review on the next video. Later.